Houston, Texas, and the house Bill Yeoman and Andre Ware built, home to the Houston Cougars, where the fans are ready for liftoff. We've got a terrific matchup for you today, rich in pageantry and tradition, and it ought to be a fantastic clash. As we'll see a playoff team from last year, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on a squad hoping to prevent another L this week, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Houston about to kick off to get things underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25.
Let's go. Right. Single.
Jackson gonna throw it. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
Man, this has been a struggle for this offense, protecting their quarterback. It's priorities mission number one, right? Every single game you go into last week, I think a lot of the reason they lost was because they gave up so many sacks and hits on their quarterback.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's caught. It's Humphreys. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
Quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Throws to the tight end. A strike downfield. And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Well, you love to see this on the first drive of the game, right? Third down, go back to the old faithful, the slant pass, something you put in on day one install back in spring practice. Executed perfectly, keep this drive alive.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Humphreys. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short game there.
A defense, man, it helps you a lot when you can be a linebacker or a corner or safety, anybody, and you see the QB throw the football. Now I can break on the football right away and limit gains like right here on this play.
Takes the handoff. It's Hunt. Gets it past the first down marker and still running. They finally get him stopped, but this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
I think throughout the week in practice, when they were game planning their opening script, I don't even know if they envisioned it going as well as it has. This has been beautiful. Nice balance, really nice rhythm. It feels like everything they're dialing up here on their first drive of the game is working to perfection.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. He'll be pulled down after a good run. They'll mark it at the 15.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The RPO, fire complete to the left. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
Great job by the defense, seeing it right away, reacting to the screen, going and getting the football, and getting the fast playmaker on the ground.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Gets it inside the 5, down to the 4, and it'll be 1st and goal.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
And the Razorbacks have it with a 1st and goal. Jackson will throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Anthony. Touchdown, Razorbacks! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that look like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to Davis. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now, listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Running it to the right. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls. Against this receiver and his speed, he's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. And his throw is incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And he was able to run through one tackle, but still only a modest gain.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Anthony. Out of bounds, right at the 20-yard line, edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's
turning it on. He rumbles and rolls all the way to the 4-yard line before he steps out of bounds.
1st down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down, gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
And the D deny them on 2nd and goal.
You hear a lot of coaches talk about bend, don't break, and it's in these areas of the field down in your own goal line defensively where you want to just stiffen up. And they did a really nice job on first down, stopping the run. Here we go on 2nd. There's a good chance the offense tries to run it again.
Unsuccessful 2nd down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively to try to have success on 3rd down?
Looking to throw on 3rd and goal. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. He stopped, not much on the return, but a whole lot in getting the football. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. They've got a first down here to open the period. Quarterback keeper. Hard running there. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Yeah, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and it's just and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
Backed up at the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. They'll toss it to the outside on the left. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I like the idea of going toss to the field, but you got to have better blocking by your wide receivers out there on the perimeter. They didn't get it done, and as a result, that's a negative play.
And the Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Quarterback making adjustments. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Dances away. Rolling, throwing, looking right. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Quickly complete. There he goes. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, it wasn't a great start for this quarterback, but on this drive, he seems to be turning the corner. He just looks like he's playing in a different rhythm. He's seeing the field better. It's almost as if the game is starting to slow down for him. And I think on that last completion, it was a good example of it.
Here comes the heat. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this defense knew coming into this game, playing one of the fastest quarterbacks in the country, they were going to have to find a way to get him off rhythm. They're going to have to be careful doing it because of that speed, but that is huge for their confidence. They get their first sack of the game here in the first half, and you can all of a sudden see the body language on this defense. It has changed.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed over the middle, it's Thomas. Inside the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Cougars come to the line with a new set of downs. Might be changing the route. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
All right, defensive ends, you've got to do a better job not getting too far up the field on these pass rush situations. You've got to be able to retrace. You can get to the level of the quarterback, but then you've got to slow yourself down under control. It's making it way too easy on this QB to know, hey, when these guys get upfield too much and there's a lane, I'm taking off. It's just too easy for me with my speed.
First and goal now for Houston as they try to get it in. Calls his own number. And he'll be stopped for no gain. Still sitting at the 3-yard line. They've got it down to the 3. Now it's second and goal. They'll move the wide receiver. Trying to pound it in. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They've moved it right to the edge, and they need 1 more yard. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Houston! Hello!
And they pay off the drive with a touchdown run, but what a drive. Almost the full length of the field, 98 yards. That's how you put a drive together when you're backed up on your own 2-yard line and get 6.
Looking for the tie with the extra point. And right down the middle. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Pac-12 teams colliding today in a huge matchup, and now it's a final. Wake Forest put one in the win column in convincing fashion. The Deacs had 0 issue moving the ball, and that defense held strong in key moments. Talk about a complete performance. This game may or may not impact the college football playoff, fellas, but it's bound to shake up the Pac-12 standings.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Defense not showing press coverage. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Looking for a gap. It's Russell. Crosses the 30. He's got a lane. And tackled there by the defense. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. The Razorbacks in a good spot here with second and short. Trying to impose their will with the run. They've pushed it out to the 39 after picking up 5.
This is an offense, guys, that really believes in physicality, and that's their identity. So running the ball on second down, no problem for them.
They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. Jackson gonna throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Russell. And the first guy couldn't get him, but the second one does, but not until he picks up the first down. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Anthony.
This slot receiver is a guy the defense has to be careful of. He runs good routes. He's got some speed, and if you're not careful, this guy can gash you.
And the Razorbacks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
Now he's going to break the pocket. And he'll just get rid of that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Going to swing it on second down. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
And that play is essentially like a jet sweep, right? This offense is going to run the football conventionally. They'll do it between the tackles. They'll do it outside. But there's a lot of different creative ways they can get their playmakers the football in the running game. And I think that was an example of what you saw right there.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Using his feet. Solid work and execution there. They'll have a first down as they mark it at the 40. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10. A run for the quarterback. Breaks into the open. Touchdown, Houston. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
Nice job putting a drive together. Nice job punctuating the end of the first half. There's still some time left, Palmer, but they can tie this thing up right now.
Yeah, and this is a staff that has so much confidence in their offense. I like staying aggressive right here, going for 2, taking the lead into halftime, and putting a ton of pressure on the opponent.
And he makes the extra point. So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Jackson will throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He stopped at the 40, but it'll be a first down here late in the half. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air on first down. Deep shot for the end zone. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they get the takeaway and prevent points from going up just before the end of the half.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision making.
One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. They'll ride Davis here. Oh, he's got some space. Guided out of bounds at the 34, and the running game really coming through. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Gets the back moving. Now on the move. Crosses the 30. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
And here we go again. Another big run over the 100-yard mark. They say the definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. Defense, are you listening?
He'll take it himself. Finding open areas. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. Steered out of bounds at about the 36-yard line. A big pickup, and they are threatening. There was a time when if you had a guy who runs like he does, that you move him to a different position. Not anymore, man. These quarterbacks can run and throw.
Yeah, back in my time, I was throwing to guys like that. I certainly wasn't moving like it, but boy, oh boy, you hold your breath every time he takes off because that guy might be the fastest player on the field.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be second down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throw away.
On the move. Only a couple there, and now staring at 3rd and 8.
Well, they try to go quarterback design run on that play, but the defense just not buying it. Nice job, everybody playing downhill and making a tackle close to the line of scrimmage.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long.
Here we go.
They'll run the toss. They'll stop him just outside the 30 at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for the first down, and now they have a decision to make. And on 4th down, they'll try to put 3 on the board. He'll need to strike this one cleanly from 48 yards out. Knocked it right through, showing that big range from 48 yards out. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Buffalo is in front. They've represented Western New York so well today, but they still have to finish the job, and that's not a given. They're up by 7 over Central Michigan. Your boy KC has you covered here in studio, guys, in case anything changes in this meeting in the MAC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. On the ground, it's Russell. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. They go to the ground. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. And the Razorbacks want to move quickly. To the ground to try to pick up the first. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
3rd and inches, everybody knows what's coming, but it's so dang hard to stop it. And you better get penetration with that defensive line. They didn't do a good enough job. Running back falls forward and does his job.
The Razorbacks have it with a 1st and 10. Leaves it with the back. A confident, tough, efficient run. Gets it up to the 44.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
Out of the gun, the give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. And the Razorbacks are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Jackson gonna throw it. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice looking throw, and I'll tell you, he fits in great with this offense because there's been this philosophical shift recently in the SEC offensively. It used to be you had to run the football. I formation, 3 yards in a cloud of dust if you wanted to win. But today, though, you have got to be able to throw if you're going to win. You think about all the great offensive play callers now in the SEC, all the Heisman Trophy winners that have played recently at the QB position. You got to do it through the air, and this guy in Arkansas gives them a chance.
The Razorbacks have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Back to pass. Quick completion on the out route. He's forced out of bounds just short of the goal line, a mere yard away from pay dirt.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Barrels ahead. Touchdown, Razorbacks! And with that, they've got the lead here in the 2nd half.
The best running backs are the guys that can just sniff out the end zone. That running back showed you all of his freakish ability on that play.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. The give to the tailback. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Well, with the ISO play, you'd think they'd get a good running start to get that block. But, boy, I tell you what, they took care of business there. The defense did.
Took care of business. You see the pulling guard come around, and the defense is not fooled, attacking downhill. Nobody's getting knocked off the football, and the defense is not allowing them to run the football right up the gut on them.
Might as well stick with him. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It'll be 3rd and long. The offense changing the play. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
I want to give a shout out to the defense there on 3rd down, doing a really nice job disguising their coverage because it looked like they confused the quarterback on 3rd down. Really nice job getting back into that zone and making sure that ball falls incomplete.
Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 38-yard line. Jackson will throw. Pocket breaking down. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Rush is on him. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there, they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
On 3rd down, going up top. Going up top. Makes the grab inside the 30. His defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
Let's go. Ready. Single, single. Here we go.
Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the 1st down. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Shoved back behind the chains. It's 1st and 15. Quick release on the RPO. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Jackson gonna throw it. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
Nice job by this defense here. They didn't do a good enough job on the last drive, but man, we got to get to the quarterback, affect him, get him in predictable situations like you did right here now on 3rd and 1.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And that one was way too far for anybody to catch, except ticket holders.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
Punt is on its way. They make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Send the tight end in motion. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Finley. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10.
Man, this is where you really hang your hat on your defense. You got to lead late in the game. Offense just punted because they trust you. They can put you out there to get a stop. When you have a lead, get the ball back to the offense. Let's see if this defense can come up clutch.
Quarterback will keep it. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Hey, how about this, D? You think they're locked in and dialed into this quarterback and his ability to run the football? You've seen him make plays throughout this game. They know it. They're seeing it, and they're making sure that guy's not going to beat him.
And the Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Fires to the big fella. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
But watch the offensive line here. They all block run. Because they're blocking run, the quarterback decides, oh, I got a favorable matchup. He dumps it out to the right, makes the right read, gets a nice positive gain.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking for a crease to the left. He stopped right there, short of the 1st down, and this defense trying to preserve the lead.
Yeah, they got him down in a hurry. Nice job by the defense. Aggressive attack. Come downhill, go get the running back, get him on the ground.
Houston will be forced to punt. He'll try to really get into this one. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. This drive will get underway from just inside the 35 at their own 34. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And gang tackling on this dude is a good idea. They needed it, but he still got the 1st down.
And listen, the defense has made it a priority to try to rip the football free. You saw them that time really trying to go for that turnover, but nice job breaking tackles, really good ball security by the running back.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. They'll give it to him again. Oh, he's got a chance.
No doubt the offense at this point of the game with the lead late, they're going to try and run the football, and they're going to try and bleed the clock. They need all ball carriers to stay in bounds to keep this clock ticking, just like that guy did there.
And the Razorbacks with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looking for a crease. It's Hunt. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
These situations are preached so much in college football. Finishing a game strong, understanding circumstances. They are running the football right at you, trying to keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs, and get a W.
The Razorbacks will snap it on 1st and 10. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Got enough for the 1st. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
They're down to the 32-yard line on 1st and 10. The give on the option. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. They're in control of the clock as their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. Gives it on the option. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down.
Man, it's so nice to have a guy that you can depend on. Like, this offense is built around him for a reason. Just a good running back. You can see, gets north-south, doesn't dance, picks up positive yards, breaks tackles. He's just a really good player, and that's why this offense runs through him.
The inside handoff. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this situation here on 2nd down is the exact situation this offense wanted to stay out of. You got the lead late in the ball game. You want to get positive yards, keep that clock ticking. Now in this situation, it's interesting. Do they want to throw the football? How much do they trust their quarterback not to make a mistake here late in the football game with the lead?
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a pass. Incomplete. He had to get rid of it before he wanted to. The defense put the heat on.
Man, you've seen this formula work at all levels of football. You pressure the quarterback, his numbers start to drop. He's not as efficient. Nice job by the defense.
And the Razorbacks are in a mess here on 3rd and a mile. Leaves it with the running back. He will not get there. A stop on 3rd down leaves him with a 4th down from the 18-yard line. The Razorbacks looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. Desperate to convert, and he'll throw it. Quickly complete. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
This drive will open from the 15. Just going to keep it after the snap. Got the first down and more. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a design run like here, fine. But then it's scramble plays and then it's passing plays. He's always a runner, just exhausting.
He's going to take off. Past the 45. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. They'll use the timeout. 6 seconds left on the clock. The Cougars, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. He might want another play. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. You want to talk about building confidence? Coming through with clutch plays, making the winning plays at the right time can really set the course for the rest of the season.
Yeah, Reese, maturity and experience matters, and this team has guys that have played a lot of snaps, they've seen a lot of looks, and they've lost close games like this in the past. That wasn't the case today, David. Too many guys out there making big-time plays.
And I think belief is what you build. That confidence, you know you're going to win. You don't think you're going to win. You know you're going to make that play in the big moment that continues to build on week-to-week success. And you look up and you're like, dang, we should...